The 9-3-1 Anaheim Ducks head into Vegas against the 7-3-3 Golden Knights. Vegas coming off of a rough appearance and a very rough finish against Tampa a few nights ago. Meanwhile, the Ducks taking it to Dallas in Dallas 7-5. Now, before that, the Knights did look good against Detroit. In fact, since Mark Stone has been out of the lineup, they had their best game that they have had yet against Detroit, and followed up with a very poor performance, very weak on the power play. We're going to need some help tonight. Meanwhile, Ducks beating Dallas 7-5, beating Florida 7-3, beating New Jersey 4-1 for their last 3 games. We are looking at, what's that, 6 on average? Meanwhile, the Knights have scored 6 in the last 3 games. They're averaging 6 a game. Yeah, it's going to be good. By every account that I have seen, it is Akira Schmidt in net for the Golden Knights and Mrazek for the Ducks. Don't know what to expect here. Anaheim has been playing phenomenal hockey. They have had the years of garbage, so it makes sense. They are built and ready to go now. I had a discussion earlier in the year with my dad about San Jose doing the same thing. And San Jose is still a little too young, a little too small, a little too newly built. So give it a year or two. Let them bring up these first round draft picks they've had, and then get them worked into the system. And San Jose is going to be doing what Anaheim's doing right now. It's next year, maybe 2 years. But Anaheim has had a bunch of time to trade, a bunch of time to rebuild, and they ended up with a pretty good setup, obviously. Take a quick look at the summary of their game against Dallas. Yeah, Kreider, Moore, Guther. I want to say it's some weird pronunciation, but I'm not even going to try. Zellweger, Kreider again, Carlson, and McTavish all scoring for the Ducks. Dallas won the faceoff percentage. Dude, each side had 5 power plays last game. Anaheim went 2 for 5. Dallas went 3 for 5. 22 hits for Anaheim to Dallas's 15. 19 block shots for Dallas to Anaheim's 10. 17 giveaways for Dallas to Anaheim's 10. And the takeaways were tied at 5. So they don't give up the puck much. Block shots being that low against Dallas, while Dallas managed to get 26 on net, makes me think we might have a little bit of good fortune there. Now, the key is going to be, instead of shooting from the blue line, being able to make our way to the top of the circles, cut down the distance, cut down the time it takes to get there. Because, we're shooting at stuff that the lane collapses by the time the puck leaves the stick. So we got to get it through the bodies. Let's get a little bit closer. Let's get our guys in front of the net to redirect pucks, to get loose rebounds. It's the same thing I've been saying forever, and it's exactly what Cassidy said after, I think it was either after practice. I think it was after practice today. Saying that guys need to be a little more selfish. Just guys need to shoot the puck instead of looking for that extra pass. Really got to get the power play together, and need to get guys in front of the net. We're really not, shots are being attempted from the point, but they're not counting because they're not getting near the damn net. All right, so this season, Peter Mrazek is 2-0-0, 5.5 goal allowed average. That is wild. So 5 one game, 6 another, more than likely. And but he's 6-3 against Vegas. So to Akira Schmidt in, I feel good, but at the same time, we've got Anaheim I said 7 goals the last 2 games for the game before that. But we do have puck drops. So Anaheim under pressure loses the puck in their own zone. Howden eats everybody up the low wall. Anaheim not able to get it out. Finally, they get it behind the goalie and trying to reset. Carly being a nuisance. Puck comes back into neutral. Ducks heading into the Vegas zone, playing it back to the point, gets stopped up all the way across the blue line, picked off by Marner. Headed back the other way with Eichel, storming in from the high dot, circles around, throws it out front, and Hannafin can't control the puck. That was a great pass by Eichel. And Hannafin took his eye off the puck and lost a wide open net opportunity. Meanwhile, Anaheim getting into the Vegas zone on the low boards towards the center. From the low dot, shot misses the net. Puck up to the high boards. Hannafin taps it out. Good grief, Hannafin. That's 2. That is 2. He didn't tap it out. He tapped it, and it went right onto a Ducks jersey. That was ridiculous. Hang on a sec. I always forget to check for the little bit more on-time stream. I think these are the same. All right, we're just going to be a little bit behind today, unfortunately. Actually, hang on. We're at 18 here. And we're at... Okay, this is going to be the better feed. Right about 40 seconds behind. Anaheim in their own zone trying to work up and out through neutral. Theodore resetting from his own zone, gets it up to, I think that's Dorofeev. Nope, Sissons dumps it deep and chases, but turnover, but Kolasar could not draw the puck. Guys, commit to the puck a little bit here. Like, it's awesome that you guys can make the move to get around people, but let's do it when the puck's on your stick instead of when you turn it over. Backhand by Howden, stopped by Dostal. Howden trying again off the pass from Carly, goes the other way. And we're buffering. Ooh, little incidental contact in the middle. Looked a little trippish, but no call. That would have been on Howden if it was called. Look up the low boards. Back through neutral and offsides for the Ducks. Hannafin tries to squeeze it up to Carly, who dumps it down and around Dostal. Ducks are going to get some time to reset up the high boards. Coming across red line. Down on the low board. Shot goes high over the net from the blue line. Walk behind Schmid. Up the low boards to the point. Fought off. Bouncing puck. Gets cleared to from McNabb to, I believe, Barbashev, who gets it clear and does not reach Eichel. Oh, it was Riley Smith. 49-19, man. Those jerseys are hard to differentiate between. Barbie hits the red line, goes high to Eichel. I guess that was offsides. I didn't see it, but hey. Good job. Good pass by Carly. Good attempt by Howden. But here, Hannafin has to catch this puck. He's looking at he has his head up trying to make a decision, which is good, but he's too busy looking at what to do with the puck to catch it. And that doesn't result in much. Anaheim winning the face-off in neutral, dumping it into the zone. Korzak, who for some reason is still on the ice instead of Ben Hutton. Hurdle gets it out. Gets it right back in. That actually, I don't know why that was offsides, considering Hurdle brought it in on his own, but Like, Hurdle messed up. That shouldn't have been called. That should have been a big fuck up going against us. But we get out of it unscathed. Lazon goes up to Hurdle on the low boards, cuts in the center, heading into the Duck zone. Tries to go down low to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev comes away with it after good sticks by Anaheim. Just not good enough. And the Dorofeyev pass splits the gold jerseys, heads all the way back to Akira Schmid. White Cloud now off the boards. Gets it to Kolasar, turns it over, trying to get it to Marner. Oh, sorry, that's Reinhardt trying to get it. I'm like, wait, Kolasar and Marner on the same line? That doesn't make sense. Puck all the way down to Whitey. He'll go right up the boards and out. Reinhardt can't take it through neutral. Eventually it gets to White Cloud, who tries, and Ducks are going to dump it back in. Set up for Schmid. Carly ends up getting it up. Nope. Good sticks again. Dude, God, we must just telegraph everything. Big pass in our goal. There it is. We've been talking about Brett needing something. Howdy Boy needed to get on the board. It was a good backhand early, but Carly sweeps behind the net. Before he gets around the net, he backhands it right out to Howden, who just buries it over the blocker of Dostal. Be back in 1 second. We'll get that announced. So I got to give it some time before I go get the standard high five procedure. All right, let's get it ready. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his third of the season, number 21, Brett Howden, with an assist from number 71, William Wild Bill Carlson, and a secondary assist from number 15, Noah Hanafin. Let's go, boys. Let's fucking go, boys. Gautier. See, I knew he had a weird pronunciation when I was looking at it. Gautier. But dude, Brett Howden, been needing him to come through, and he does big time. He is one of those guys that, you know, he should be in that 15 to 20 goal range. But sitting at 3, let's see, what's he at now? 14. He's about on pace for that. About 15. All right, since we're at commercial, we haven't looked at the other games yet. Let's take a peek. 5 1/4 gone in the first in Edmonton. Oilers with an empty net. Must be a delayed penalty coming. Oh, there's the penalty update. Avalanche and the Oilers 0-0 in Edmonton. Again, 5 1/4 gone in Vancouver. Blue Jackets and the Canucks tied at 0. Panthers and the Sharks in San Jose. 14:34 to go in the first, and they are tied at 0. Now for the finished games. The Devils beat the Penguins in New Jersey 2-1 in a shootout. Ottawa beating the Flyers 3-2 in overtime. Stars recovering from that I would say a whooping, but 7-5 is mutual destruction. Stars come back to win 5-4 over the Predators in Nashville. Sabres against the Hurricanes take a thumping 6-3 in Carolina. Bruins and the Maple Leafs. We actually saw the end of that one. 5-3 Bruins in Toronto. Canadians stomped the Mammoth 6-2 in Montreal. Lightning beating the Capitals 3-2 in Tampa. Islanders whooping Ranger ass 5-0, obviously in New York. And the Blues and the Kraken in overtime. Seattle wins it 4-3 in St. Louis. To our game. 7 minutes gone in the first period as a shot comes in on Schmidt. Pops up, he bobbles it and covers. 13 minutes to go in the first. Shots are 3-2 in favor of Vegas. It's been around. Quenneville's been around. But Quenneville, I think it's Quenneville. Like that looks like a hockey coach, bro. That's why I love like him, Gallant. It's funny. Paul Maurice looks like a hockey coach, but also looks like he has nothing to do with hockey at the same time. Uh, Cassidy, I wish he would get a little more energetic and lively on the bench. Vegas dumps it in from the red line, recovered on the high wall, battling for it. Dorofeyev comes in to take it away, trying to get down behind the net to hurdle. Comes back up into that corner, and pressure by Saad does not stop Anaheim from getting the puck out. Lazon heads right back the other way, throwing it around the boards as Vegas went for a change. Sent back towards them, not enough to get there. Anaheim does not clear. Hanifin sends it back. Now Sisson's fighting Reinhardt to help. Sissons, I wish you would have taken that shot. Whitecloud with a big blast from out high. And the Ducks are able to clear. They get it on target to Schmidt, so Hanifin will reset with no icing. Trying to head out under pressure. He did a good job protecting the puck that time, but great pass to Sissons. Great job going across the blue line to Colasar, but Sissons couldn't keep his balance and he drifts offsides. All right, that is exactly the problem. We did have guys to the net that time for any possible rebounds. However, we got one guy getting there late, and we got the other guy fighting off 3 white and orange jerseys. Good pressure at the red line. Pucks makes its way through, but it's offsides. That little bit of a stutter, that's all we need. I say it over and over. Meet them at the blue line. Stop letting guys skate to the top of our circles. Meet them at the blue line. Force them to bobble and go offsides, or force them to dump it, or force a quick pass. We need McNabb dropping hit bombs on the blue line more than ever. Good work. Vegas gets Riley Smith up into the zone. Howden goes off the wall as the pass tries to come back up. It ends up out of the zone just in time, but the Ducks will clear the reentry. Ooh, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Ducks go across. Good stick. Braden McNabb. What a stop on the attempt. Streaming down the low side of the net. 2-on-1 opportunity. Beautiful pass from the lead Duck, but again, great defensive stick by Braden McNabb. No icing as the puck goes all the way down into the Duck zone from behind Dostal. Ducks make their way all the way up from a hard angle. Whiff on the shot. Good defense by Hanifin. Big shot comes up again, and it's fought off by Schmid. Who was that taking it? See if we can learn some of these guys. I'm going to have to for the Ducks. That was Delweger. All right. Give me 1 sec while the reset. All right. Vegas wins the face off in front of Schmid. Get all the way out. And from the red line, put a puck on Dostal. Looks like it was sent all the way down by Trouba for an Anaheim icing. Face off back in the Duck zone. All right. Franco, Clorn, Terry, Kreider, Tavish, Harkins. So I remember a bunch of these guys, but not a lot. Well, I should say a few of these guys, but not a lot of them. Just about halfway through the first period, shots are 4-3. Golden Knights pass from the high wall down to Marner, gets tipped. And what a good tip it was, because Marner was lining up for a one-timer, but then he sends a lazy pass behind himself on a hard angle. Turns it over, but luckily Eichel comes back to save the day. That stretch pass gets to Barbashev, who gets across, and Anaheim is cutting out the center of the ice. They're not doing a great job eliminating between the dots down low, but up high, they're doing really good. Lazan, hand fighting. Who is that? Is that Poling? Great pass across, shot by Hurdle, stopped by Dostal. Tried to beat him 5-hole, but Anaheim goaltender got down in time. Fed out front. Little bit of a bobble by Hurdle. Still found his way to the center. Fought off to the high boards by Anaheim. Brought around low. And Lazan sends it back behind the net to Hurdle right up front. Dorfeyev misses the easiest shot of his career. Oh, my goodness. What a wide open net. Big shot. And it was a soft shot. He wasn't in a hurry. He was controlled. It was nice and easy. It was a tap in, and he missed it. Oh, Dorfeyev. We got to get that confidence back. It's nothing but a bobble. Korzak, as the Knights keep it in the Anaheim zone, reaching a minute. Saad tries to get it to Lazan. Lazan tries to throw it at the net. It hits a skate, and Anaheim should have no problem clearing, but they don't. Now Dorofeyev has a good job. Caden Korzak keeping it in, but Dorofeyev ends up losing it as he gets triple teamed right underneath the blue line in the Anaheim zone. Look back behind Schmidt as McNabb resets under pressure. Wales, the clearing pass, bounce off of Kolasar, sends it towards the net, but it goes high and wide. Reinhardt trying to get it up to a gold stick, and we are just missing passes left and right. 3 chances to clear, 3 turnovers. And like those are giveaways, not takeaways. McNabb tossing it up ahead, trying to get to Reinhardt. Great defensive play, and a quick turn and shot goes over the net. What a play by Cole Reinhardt. Just missing. Man, if we were just a little tighter on our shots, we'd be fantastic right now, because Mrazek has been out of position a couple of times, and we've gifted him not scoring. Puck in the high corner of the Vegas zone, worked up to the point, shot down low, kick save, Schmid with the left pad. Picked off in neutral. Anaheim comes right back in. Good stick. Carly forces the turnover. Whitecloud with the battle helping to keep it. And again, Carly and Whitecloud being a hell of a duo. Puck back to Dostal. 6.5 to go in the first. Shots are 5 apiece. great series happening here as Anaheim enters the Vegas zone. McNabb putting pressure up in the high corner. Theodore tries to get it to Barbashev, who fumbles the clear. Puck comes back down the low boards. Anaheim gets it deep. Eichel fighting in the corner for it. McNabb is, well, actually, it was McNabb fighting in the corner. Eichel gets it clear. Adjust up to the high boards as the Ducks come in behind the baseline out front, trying to stuff it in tight. Kira Schmidt has his left pad glued to the ice. 5:45 to go in the first. From the low point, good stick sends that shot to the high corner. Fed between the legs, quick shot blocked by Golden Knight sticks. And McNabb is able to get it up and out to Marner. Cross the red line, he'll dump in chase as the Knights change behind him. 5.5 to go in the first. And I'm circling up in their own zone. Stretch pass to the blue line, and they're in. Misplay by the Golden Knights defense, but luckily the pass was not controlled. So he had to chase down the opportunity. He would have entered wide open on the low side. Good stick out front by Lazan. Keeps another shot from getting to Schmid. Hurdle gets into the zone on the low boards. Feeds it to Son. Tries to take the shot. He hit the post. Another shot from the point gets stopped by Dostal. That was Hannafin laying one from the point. Got it there. And that's a big thing about Hannafin is he'll actually get it down to the goal line or get it to the crease, get tips on it, get stuff like that. Like Theodore will hit guys a foot in front of him. The rest of our defensemen don't shoot at the net. 9 times out of 10, they're shooting to they're doing like a shot pass. 4:20 in the first. Blaze it. Shot from the low point in the Vegas zone. Goes wide and off a tip. Anaheim has tied the game with 4:11 on the clock. You got to get the puck out of the zone. It's that simple. When the other team is going to give you the opportunity to get the puck clear, you need to get the puck clear. There's just nothing to say because that's what happens. See, every team knows get guys to the front of the net, get pucks to the front of the net, good things happen. Vegas just has this idea that no, if we'll shoot from the point when no one's near the goal, or we'll take a shot when we're 6 inches from the pads of the goalie. And I'm being bitter, of course. I'm hating, of course. But that Golden Knight defense just nowhere to be found again. A couple of great defensive plays. Theodore has had a couple of great plays. Korzak had a good play early. Like there have been good plays, but it's not even. I'm not saying our D-men. I am saying our defense. So our forwards in our zone. Hello, Gardner. What's up, Doc? How you doing, bro? 3:30 to go in the first. Shots are 7-6 Anaheim. How's your Saturday evening treating you? Man, I really wish. Dude, we got to figure out how to play inside home plate because we suck. Anything inside the dots to the crease, we don't clear out our net. We lose body battles. We lose position battles. We're too small. We're too weak. We're too afraid of contact. Golly. I'm all right. I'm all right. Bastards. Oh, actually, give me 1 sec while we're at a commercial break. I am really on the fence right now because I'm very much considering pouring a beer. But I really don't have a reason not to. But that's it. That's all I got. I got a couple beers. I should have a couple beers, right? Right. So think about that during intermission. See if we come back in and crap, crap a couple cans out. I mean, crack a couple cans open. I'm trying to get back to the lineup for Anaheim. Dude, it's funny. Every night I sit. Did Dorofeyev score? No, sir. Brett Howden scored. And Carly and Hannafin assist. He should have scored. He had a wide open net and a perfect pass that he handled perfectly fine. And I mean, wide open net 3 feet from the post, and he went wide. Like, by far the easiest miss of his life. It's like, you shit. A little bit of a confidence issue, which you wouldn't think, but after leading the league and then not scoring for a while, it happens. 2:20 to go in the first. White Cloud reset and gets it up ahead. Barbashev, nope. Hurdle across the blue line, takes it into the low corner. Out front, misses everybody. Nobody is in front of the net. The amount of times we have a puck come right through the center of the dots and nobody's there. Everybody's out to the side. Get in front of the damn net. Good grief. Dorofeyev cutting up, making a move, trying to circle around and get the pass across to Korzak, who sends it down low. Quick backhand goes off the outside of the net by McNabb. McNabb gets pushed over. Dorofeyev gets it, tries to go back down towards him. What just happened? Minute 43 to go in the first. Play stops. Not sure why. Because I didn't see it go out of play, and they're pointing like it's coming back into the Anaheim zone. So I don't know. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, the play was perfect. Dorofei is coming up to the right of Dostal. He's got that much room, which, yeah, he's got like 4 inches, which is this big. No, he's got like 2 feet of room, and he just missed it. I like everything was slow. He was calm. There was no hurry, and he missed it. And I know that's going to cost us. Like, we've caught Dostal out of position 3 or 4 times and have not cashed in. And that always kills us. But tis what tis. What is. No, it's funny. That's something my dad always jokes about with me because like, I'll bitch and moan and complain like I do here. Like you all have that are made very aware that I do. But he'll be like, "So what are you gonna do?" And it's like the only thing I can do. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna bitch and moan. Like it's not gonna change anything, but I feel a little bit better. All right, get through the last of these ads. We'll be down to the last couple of minutes, and then we will be at first intermission. I think I'm going to do what I did yesterday, which I'm going to take some time during first intermission, but I'm going to hang out for all of second. Especially since who's playing the Sharks tonight? Somebody's playing the Sharks tonight that I want to watch. Oh, I want to watch Colorado and Edmonton, but they'll be going to intermission about the same time. And then Florida and San Jose playing. Unfortunately, all the intermissions are lining up to be at the same time, so we'll have to see if we get a little bit of game to watch. Big shot, quick turn out high from Barbashev, fought off by Dostal. A minute 30 to go in the first period. Vegas recovers the dump in from Anaheim, goes out to Marner, who loses it at his own blue line. Ducks on the high boards trying to go across, and they will have some space to get out. 85. That ain't right. I was going to say 85, but no, it's 75. So now about 65 seconds to go in the first. Eichel, almost took advantage of a whiff on a pass. But Ducks have it out of their zone, going back the other way to the blue line and in. Dump to the high wall under pressure from Carly. He gets it to the corner behind the net. Anaheim controlling back to that high corner. A lot of swinging and swatting at the puck. It eventually goes past Sissons, or Riley Smith, but out. Saad. Big turnover off the pressure from Riley Smith. And I'm reading every jersey wrong because that's Howden going in. And, big shot from Riley Smith, stopped by Dostal. It's always the line mates that I see that make me realize that I'm wrong. 10 seconds left as Anaheim dumps it in. It makes its way to Schmid. Theodore picks it up, which is scary as hell, but it gets out of the zone, and we are at first intermission, tied up in Vegas. Oh, boy. A lot of work ahead. We started off looking good, and then our defense just collapsed. And what really happened was Anaheim started figuring out our neutral zone transitions. They were a little sloppy at first, and then Anaheim started meeting us at the right spot, started meeting us at the dots outside of their zone instead of at the top of the circle, started pressuring us out of our blue line. Their forechecks kind of started picking up, and then it got a little bit sloppy, and that sloppiness is what led to being able to stay in the zone and return to the zone super quick. Like, pucks weren't getting past the red line very much. And if they made it all the way back to Anaheim zone, one stretch pass, and boom, they're right back in. A lot of pressure, not clearing pucks. So, again, our defense is what's going to let us down. Somebody needs to get in that locker room, jump everybody's ass, wake them the fuck up, and let's go. Start getting mad. Like, God, when you make a stupid play that turns over the puck, how about we get mad and you go hit somebody? You say, hey, don't worry, I'll take care of this. And you go smack somebody. Let's see some of that hockey. I say that, but I know Vegas just doesn't have it in them, unfortunately. We don't have the size guys. We don't have an enforcer. When Colasar came to the team, I was like, sweet. We have a mini Ryan Reeves that can follow in his footsteps. And because he plays the same, he's the same size, everything about him was like, cool, take notes. And I don't think they talk to each other. So he didn't learn shit. All right. Anyway, as I said, you know how the routine goes, y'all. I am going to sneak out of here for a couple of minutes. Again, we will be here for all of second intermission. There are good games that should be wrapping up, like Colorado and Edmonton are going into intermission the same time as this one, and Florida and San Jose are going into intermission pretty soon. So hanging out without those, they should be timed up a little better for second intermission. So we'll hang out through that. But for this one, I'm going to sneak away for a couple of minutes. Let me grab stuff I need. Hey, good time to grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your wife's ass, whatever you have near you, and enjoy your time, fellas. We'll be back in a couple minutes. was good. I greatly enjoyed that break. And I hope we're going to have a nice, calm second period. Some good defense, so there's not much to bitch about. I will say, even though we only have 8 shots, which still shot average is terrible. But even though we're low on shots at the moment, the opportunities have been good. And that's something that was different from last game. They're not slow rollers to the pads. Again, we're getting Dostal out of position, or we've got him out of position 3 or 4 times. We just haven't taken advantage. So that just tells me keep attacking behind the net and keep working side to side. We can go dot to dot. Get a one-timer off. I like the odds. Dude, the strip looks so dead. Even all the way out here. A lot more traffic than I'm used to seeing. But like those walkways by Aria used to be packed. Real quick, for the games that are going on, everything's at intermission at the same time. Avalanche are up on the Oilers 2-0 with 9 seconds remaining on a power play in Edmonton. Blue Jackets and Canucks are tied 0-0. Panthers are down to the Sharks in San Jose 1-0. Trevor, thank you. Brew it myself. It's actually glued on. I got to be careful not to smile too much. Again, there you go. Mrazek again. Oh, I keep saying Dostal. I've been saying that all night. It's Mrazek. Good grief. I knew that too. That's on me. How's your night going, Trevor? Yo, what up, Scott? How was Warzone treating you tonight? Only had a couple minutes, but I did have you up on the monitor for a couple. Definitely dig the nods on the helmet. And away we go. Immediately into the Vega zone. I've not been very good, but still grateful to be alive. Hey, man, that's the most important thing, Trevor. Without the bad shit in the world, you wouldn't appreciate the good stuff. You know what I mean? Very glad to see you stream tonight. Hey, cheers, buddy. Likewise. I the only time I miss Golden Knights games typically is if I got to make a Costco run because that's always on Tuesday. High stick coming against interference coming against Anaheim. Okay. Right on. So they kind of Zellweger kind of popped Barbie in the nose, but a little bit of a delayed call. They end up calling the interference. So let's see real quick. Barbie pokes it down. He's trying to go, and he just punches Barbie in the face. Like, there's not a lot going on there except for Barbashev literally getting punched in the nose. Hang on, I just buffered. Oh, that's not it. Let's try this one. 1906. Let me try going back to this one. This is going to be the better one. I told you I work inside of Costco and then they fired me. That's sucks getting fired. But you have not told me that. I learned, would I believe that? I'd believe it. There's one obvious question that follows up that statement. They're Vegas Marner trying to come in. He leaves it right. Dude, Marner went across the blue line and he left the puck back. I'm guessing, assuming Eichel was behind him or Theodore, but he put it right into the skates. The Anaheim dude. I don't even know who it was that. Anyway, from the high wall down to the high corner, trying to feed it out front to Dorofeyev. Puck gets close to Mrazek and he'll cover it up. 38 seconds to go on the power play. 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the third period. Shots are 9-7 Anaheim. Good grief. You know, when I posted this, I said you're more likely to find Waldo before Vegas finds their power play, and it appears I'm right. So he's about to, ooh, yeah. Playing against me for making him feel uncomfortable. See, that I believe, and then you got fired for that. I believe that 1,000%. It was what actually broke the. Oh yeah, no, I believe that 1,000%, bro. Especially if Costco is generally like the one near the one that we go to. Oh yeah, big shot coming from Howden, stopped by Mrazek. All right, I wasn't expecting anything out of this power play, but Howden got close and got a shot off. But yeah, it's I said all the ones near us definitely come off as made me feel uncomfortable being the most important thing to them. Let's just go with that. 3 years ago, yep, sounds. I believe, yep. In that case, like I said, from top to bottom, yes, sir. I would believe that. Last couple of seconds of the Vegas power play, Anaheim's going to go the other way, 2-on-1. What are we doing? Shot stopped by Schmid. And we are back to full strength hockey. A couple opportunities at least, but man, we are so weak with the man advantage. Hannafin trying to chase the puck behind the net. He'll clear back to the top as the puck comes around the low boards. Now, Sissons takes a shot. Good position by Mrazek to stop that. And Zellweger's going to beat. Nope, he doesn't beat Korzak. Nice. Okay, so he is useful. And then he immediately passes into a stick that turns it over. Okay. He recovered. Dude, my Korzak emotions are literally a roller coaster. Like, it's all up and down. He is just, I like Ben Hutton a lot, and Korzak is too small. He was finally faster than somebody, but good grief, man. Pass out of the reach of Sissons. It'll be an icing on the Golden Knights. Where are we at? 16-13 to go in the second period. Good job, Akira Schmid. Like, dude, Akira Schmid and Carl Lindbaum do not deserve the defense that they are forced to play with. Shots are 10-9 Anaheim. Face off to the right of Schmid. Good grief. Damn, Sissons just got his ass kicked in the face-off circle. I've slowly come to like Sissons, but he's another one. He's just a little too small. All the guys we get are just a little too small. Like, we need to get him, Get them on the protein, get them on the carbs. Especially with how much these guys move, we're going to need a lot of extra carbs. Let's get them up, let's get them about 5 to 10 pounds of muscle and about 20 pounds of body weight, 25 pounds of body weight. And a lot of these incidents start slowing down. I guarantee it. Face off to the left of Schmid. Theodore comes away with it in the corner, goes up to the point, and it's out. Okay, little battle for it. It's kind of confusing to understand what's going on here, but Theodore comes away with it in the Vegas zone. And McNabb up ahead, and it's turned over at the blue line. Hurdle with a great stick lift and steal, but he has to reset. Theodore off his own blue line goes off the boards to Dorofeyev and into Sod. Hurdle can't control it, and Anaheim will recover. Theodore resetting. All right, let's see a good entry here. To the blue, all the way around the low boards, comes out to the middle, and we're back the other way. Oh, fed up front. Good stick by White Cloud, but the pass makes it through. Hannafin to pressure. Oh, boy, to the back boards. See, I like Hannafin and White Cloud together, but Hannafin's been making a bunch of not a bunch of mistakes. He's made a couple mistakes lately that have been very costly. It's a foot race. Barbie kind of gets held by Zellweger as they get in there, but Vegas cannot keep the zone. Marner out of the Vegas territory. Puck comes up ahead. It's offsides, delayed offsides, and White Cloud's going to come out across the middle. Little kick pass by Marner. Eichel down low in the corner, loses the battle. Anaheim's going to make their way back out. Up the wall, turning. Anaheim to the point. Great stick by Howden. Brett Howden showing up. Shot. Stop. Oh, Riley Smith could not recover. Carlson made a great pass on the rebound, but Riley couldn't get the shot off. Brett Howden playing his ass off, making great passes. Lazon's down low. He's going to get a cross-checking penalty, isn't he? Nope, he probably should have. Borzak pitches it down the middle. Lazon sets it up. Riley across to Brett Howden. Just hit Riley with one of the best dot-to-dot passes of the season, and Riley Smith gets stuffed by Mrazek. That was not the best save of the night. They just showed the replay. It looked good at first. Riley Smith would have missed the net if Mrazek wasn't there. It hit Mrazek right here and would have completely missed if it didn't hit him. So it looked good, but that was a complete miss by Riley Smith. I said it before we took the break. We have gotten Mrazek out of position multiple times, so get him going post to post. And that right there is the perfect example. Out comes, or I don't think, puck comes in on the top of the high circle. Pass goes to Riley Smith on the low dot, and Mrazek is a mile late. Like, he didn't even start moving across the crease as that puck came off of Riley's stick, and Riley whiffed the shot, just like Dorofeyev whiffed it earlier. Like, again, keep attacking behind the net. Force him to lose sight of the puck. Get behind the net. Immediately get it out front. Now, the key to that is we have to start getting guys funneling towards the center. Like the center of the slot down to the crease, because we're outside the dots coming in on the corners, and the pass is going right through the middle. So the setups have been there, but nobody's home. So get guys to the front of the net keep playing the puck behind the net and working it out. And dot to dot. Try and work it side to side. You got to shot shoot the puck, but if you can get it across the ice, that's the move. Face off to the left of Mrazek. Riley's got to be watching that going, yeah, son of a shot from the low point goes to the left of the Anaheim goal. Off the stick of Lazan and out of play, face off. Again, in the Anaheim zone, just under 13 and a half to go in the second. Shots are 10 apiece. All tied up at 1. Quick peek at the other games. Still no score in Columbus, Vancouver. And still 2-0 in Edmonton with the Avalanche versus the Oilers. Again, face off to the right of Mrazek. Won by Vegas. Up to the high point. Fed down to Dorofeyev. Back to the blue line. Theodore tries to throw it down low. It's a skate. And Anaheim's going to come out of the closet. Anyway. We got a holding on Vegas. We're going to the box. Colasar's going to the closet. That was kind of rough timing. Oh, well. Let's see how we do. Can't argue with that. It's just I feel like that doesn't get called more than it does, but that should have been called. So Anaheim to the power play. Nazan able to fire it down from behind his own net. The 9th power play versus the 17th penalty kill, but quick turnover. Mrazek's forced to cover. We're going to have a face-off in the Anaheim zone on the Ducks power play. Oh, okay. So Lincomb came from behind Mrazek, put it right in or Lacombe, sorry. Put it right into Mrazek's skates. And almost own goal. We're buffering again. Oh, and now I can't go to the game. It's not great on a power play. Oh, shit. Gotta go find a different stream. Hang on. During a power play. Gotta love it. All right. Where are we at? Minute behind on that one. Let me see if this one's any more recent. Might as well. It's a little bit better. 45 seconds to go on the Anaheim power play. Down the low boards, trying to feed it back up to the point. Nope, he goes behind the net. To the high point, across the blue line, to the high dot. Shot goes off the back wall. Battle for it in the low corner. I cannot make these numbers out. This stream's very poor quality. Happy to have it, but it's rough. And I'm still controlling in the Vegas zone. 10 seconds to go on the power play. At the high dot, fed to the low point, down to the low baseline, back up to the point, back to the high dot. Good stick. Riley Smith fights off that pass. We're back to full strength. Colasar walks in and he whiffs on the shot. Colasar going back the other way. He's got Dorofeyev towards the center of the ice. He tries to work behind the net, takes a bump, gets it to the low point across the blue line. Lazan shoots and hits the back glass. Hurdle gets it to Dorofeyev. A Marner into the middle. Hurdle with the quick shot. Good block by Anaheim. Forced turnover by Vegas coming in. Skating down the high wall behind the net. Low corner, low point. Borzak back down to Dorofeyev from the middle. Shoots. And it's tipped off to the side. And the puck comes all the way down for a Ducks icing. 10:02 to go in the second. Shots are 11 apiece. Marner made a great play on the low boards, forcing the puck back to Hurdle. And set up a couple of different opportunities. But again, Vegas just not able to capitalize. I like that we're taking shots, but we got to move the puck a little. I keep saying, don't look for that extra pass, and take the shot if you have it. So I've got no complaints. That's exactly what they're doing. But I wish our opportunities came a little more from wider passes. Like we have to get Mrazek going back and forth. Theodore turns the one face-off over. Puck's on Schmidt, and he will glove it and freeze it. 9:55 to go in the second. And they are going to take a break. So, holy shit. Dude, there isn't even 5 minutes gone in the second period. I was saying Avalanche and the Oilers were still 2-0. I said that, 4 minutes ago? It is now 4-0 Colorado. And then you got 1-1 in Vancouver, Blue Jackets and Canucks. Canucks just got a fresh power play. I was not expecting to look down and see 4-0. Dude, can I watch any of these games through here? I prefer these feeds. Okay. Let's peek in on Anaheim. Edmonton. Okay, they just scored. What a great tip. Little shot pass towards the middle, like right in the middle at the top of the crease, and a great tip coming in from the top. That's a little questionable. But yeah, 5 minutes in, and Colorado has added another 2 goals to their lead. I'm bummed that this game's tonight. I wish it was yesterday or tomorrow because I do want to watch this game, especially with Edmonton getting whomped. Let's see if I can track down another stream that might be a little bit closer. We're at 9:46. They're doing an interview. I hate these mid-period interviews with the coaches on the bench. If you're winning, it's like, so what do you got to do to keep this up? Well, if we keep putting the puck in the net, it'll be good. Okay, and if you're losing, so what do you think you got to do? Well, if we can start putting the puck in the net, we should be good. It's the dumbest shit. Oh, this might be the one. Yep, Anaheim just scored. Dude made a great move on Schmid going to the backhand. Our Hannafin, and why is his stick not in front of him? I mean, he Hannafin, and I'm nitpicking, I'm being bitchy, of course I am. But Hannafin looked like he was going to stop an all-time slap shot. He and it's like, get your stick out in front of you. What the hell are you doing? All right. Hockey gods, please let this stream hold because this is the closest on time that I've found. All right. See, that's the difference between someone taking advantage of the opportunities and then somebody wasting two wide open nets. Eichel tries to go into the center. It's fought off by Anaheim behind the net. And the Ducks clear just barely, but they do. Good little play by Barbashev, but he's not able to keep the puck. Dumped down towards Mrazek. He fights it off to that high corner. 8:20 to go in the second. Vegas trying to go back and forth, being a little too cute with it. Would have preferred Saad to just get it in and wait for the offsides reset. Korzak on the low boards. Tries to go around and hits a stick, puts it out to the middle, turns it over to Anaheim. Vegas can't control the damn puck. From the high point, shot on Schmidt, kick to the low boards. Anaheim keeping it in and keeping it busy. Finally cleared by Vegas. And Anaheim goes right back in. Oh, chucked out of play, actually, from neutral. So we'll stop the clock at 7:34. Shots are 14-11, Anaheim. Strength. Funny. I'm like, okay, so what's there to say about what we could do better? Stop missing the opportunities that are handed to us and learn how to play defense. Okay, we're going to get a penalty, I think, on Anaheim. I swear I saw the ref put his arm up. It looked incidental. That's why I was confused. I didn't think that it would get called a trip, but at the same time, I swear I saw the ref put his hand up. Anaheim coming out of the Vegas zone. Ooh, good bump by Kolasar. Fed to the middle, shot by Reinhart. Saved by Mrazek. Kolasar forgets the puck in the high corner, and Anaheim's going to take it away. White Cloud's able to take the puck away and get it clear. A little bit of an after hit by Reinhart, but hey, okay. Walking up into the center. Puck fought off by Schmid, loose. Schmid needs to get those in the glove and secure it. Bouncing around, got tipped, but luckily it goes across the crease and not into the net. Up to the high point. Anaheim controlling, cycling down low behind the net. That was almost a bad stick. That one was a bad stick. And Anaheim recovers after a shot hits bodies in front of the Vegas net. Anaheim all the way down up to the low point. Cycling back all the way across the blue line. Gets the wall at the high circle. Puck comes slowly off a stick towards Schmidt, and he'll cover it up. 5:45 to go in a very, very brutal second period for the Golden Knights. Hey, beautiful goal by Carlson. There's nothing you could say about that. I will bitch a little bit about Hannafin like I said, he went down on a knee and had his like this on a guy that's, I mean, it's not a slap shot coming. Like, you know, it's not a slap shot coming. He's too close. And he's deacon. Like, get your stick out there. But as I've said many times, I have never lost a game from this seat right here. Peeking back into Colorado, Edmonton. Scores are still the same 4-0 Colorado and 1-1 Columbus, Vancouver. I'm going to sneeze and I'm trying really hard not to. We got 9 minutes gone in this second period. And there is nothing like seeing Edmonton get their ass kicked at home. It is one of those things you just gotta take a moment, enjoy. It's like a sunset. It's just beautiful, especially when my Knights are losing. It's like that security pillow. Like, it's all right, we'll be all right. Leo Carlson's on a 9-game point scoring streak. That's shout out. All right, guys, let's get mad. Let's do that. It's one of those things that actually, like, I hate emotional penalties. That shit annoys the hell out of me. But I would enjoy seeing the Golden Knights be a little bit emotional about the fact that they're playing like shit. And emotional is really not the right word because I just want them to be flat out pissed. But that's what I mean. I would really appreciate them being fucking angry and just wanting to take off heads. Don't, hit people clean. Don't get stupid penalties, but let's start smashing people into the boards. That's for absolutely Trevor, ever since they lost Mark Stone. And you wouldn't think like we have the talent for Mark Stone being gone to not have the effect that it's clearly having, but guys can't figure it out, man. Power play is garbage. Our defense is weak. Again, no physicality, which I've come to expect from Vegas ever since the Boer was coaching. Like, he came and nipped our nuts, and we haven't recovered. And now we get a bunch of little guys. Like I said, it's Hanifin coming back is great. He needs to start getting better at limiting his mistakes. Uh, Korzak needs to be on the bench, and we need to bring Ben Hutton in. I don't understand what they see in Caden Korzak. And I've tried everything to appreciate the kid, and I don't. And I'll give it to him. He's done better about having better decisions tonight, but we still got 25 minutes. Barbashev dumping in from neutral. Mrazek settles it, but Marner gets there first. Eichel gets tripped. No call. Need a Jack Eichel goal, Michael? Hey, we all do, but I'll be crossing my fingers a little bit extra hard for you, brother. We need to start seeing some Eichel shots. Hang on, I'm on the wrong game. I want to peek in and see our shot attempts. Give me a second here. Sorry. 1, 1, 1, 3. Yeah, Jack's got one shot attempt. Think he'll get it? Ooh, tip just misses wide off a Vegas stick, headed at Schmidt. The thing with Jack is, oh, hang on, we got a huddle. Give me 1 sec on that, Michael. Let me see what comes out of this get together here because I missed what happened. Doesn't look like much. Pretty weak. Jack is always liable for a goal. He needs to start shooting the damn puck though. So it's kind of, damn, that was a good old crunch on Korzak. But if I go will start shooting the puck, yes, he'll get it. If he ends the game with getting one more attempt, then no. If he keeps playing the way he's playing, no. But if he'll pull the stick out of his ass and start shooting the freaking puck, then yes, he will get it. We'll see what kind of ice time he's going to take here in the last 3:42. But hopefully during intermission he gets pissed, comes out wanting to attack. In that case, yeah. I say it's a big if though, man. Battle on the low boards. Puck worked up by Dorfeyev. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Marner in the middle. Can't get the pass through the stick of the man in front of him. He's going to get, I'm with you, man. I'm hoping for you. I'm hoping for Jack. Obviously, I'm here for the Golden Knights, so we definitely need it. I think the third. Now, if they do what they usually do, which is, well, actually, hang on. There we go. Oh. There we go. My bad. We got a 50-50 shot that Vegas gives up versus lighting a fire under their ass. So that goal right there might have just changed the possible trajectory of Jack getting the score. I said, like, we don't really quit playing, but we don't get mad enough, man. We don't get aggressive enough. Shots are 13-6 this period in favor of Anaheim. Saad's going to try and break the other way, one-on-one. Goes all the way wide, loses it behind the net. Howden with a nice hip check. Across. Theodore, of course, is going to shoot it. He goes off a stick, up and out of play. Good. I don't like Shea Theodore. Replace Caden Korzak with Ben Hutton. And for the love of God, please get Mark Stone healed and back to frickin' playing hockey. Lot of disappointment in the boys tonight and in the game against Tampa. And the biggest thing is that they played so well against Detroit. And it wasn't like Detroit was an easy game. That Detroit Vegas game was one of the best games I've seen Vegas play in a while, especially without Mark Stone. And then all of a sudden, Tampa whoops out. They look like garbage. Defense disappears here. Defense disappears. They got to lock in. They do. They 100% got to lock in, Michael. Third period is typically our period. It hasn't been recently. I know that much. But I think we'll be all right. I think we could get it to one. Again, the problem is Vegas has scored like 6 goals their last 3 games before tonight. Anaheim has averaged 6 goals their last 3 games. They went 4-7-7. So Vegas coming through and outscoring Anaheim is a little. It was kind of a hope for the best. Now, hey, maybe we'll get lucky kind of situation. And at the start, it was like, okay, maybe we will get lucky. Chad, dude, these guys just know how to score. Again, Anaheim they've been garbage cans for years. But with that comes trades, good trades, first picks, good pickups for those first picks. Like they had their rebuild period and they are out here destroying teams. Like I said, beating Dallas at home 7-5 is wild. So they're a beast. And of course, they're in our division. Pass up ahead. Vegas going 2-on-2. Barbashev can't get through the skates. Back the other way. Eichel trying to stop him up just across the blue line. Good little hit by McNabb. But we're just allowing opportunities to get to Schmid now. It's shots at 21-13. Goal night or the Anaheims. It was about okay. Let's try this again. Anaheim has more shots this period than we've had this game. Ooh, that was a close shot by Sisson, stopped by Mrazek, trying to feed it right out front, and the stick was just waiting. And they're going to call Korzak offsides as he gloves it, trying to be sneaky, keeping it in, but nope. Face off in neutral, 70 seconds to go in the second. Shots at 21-14. Ugh. Whoa. Reinhardt, yes, it was a good defensive play. Reinhardt saw that stick there in the passing lane and still said, you know what? I'm going to make this pass. That's the problem. And that's the problem I've been having with all of the guys. It's, all right, I can skate this up the boards and feed it to the point. Ooh, teammate there, let me make the impossible pass. And then the puck's turned over. Our decision making has been horrible. We act panicked when we have time. Anaheim in the Vegas zone, trying to get set up. Whiffed pass goes into the high corner. And puck's going to go the other way. 30 seconds on the clock. That's offsides by a mile. Oh, not offsides. Okay, Reinhardt gets in with Korzak sending it around to Dorofeyev, but Dorofeyev loses the battle. And he wins the stick battle in the center of the ice, though. You got to love that. Dorofeyev loses it 15 seconds as Hurdle goes to the high corner, trying to get it to the point. Quick shot towards the net, hits bodies out high. Hurdle saves it in the zone. Circling, trying to work in a shot. He does, but it's saved by Mrazek. And then Hannafin gets smacked in the face with a high stick. That's got to be a double minor. There's no way I don't think he hit that stick. He may not be bleeding. It looked like he was for a second. The puck fell down to his feet. Call it a double minor and review it. If it's not, then it's not. He whiffed on that puck completely and just smacked Hannafin in the nose. How are the refs discussing this? Dude, okay, so he wasn't bleeding. Okay. He did call the high stick. Thank goodness. How was that even a discussion for longer than Did you see it? Yeah. Was it? Yeah. High stick on Anaheim. Good grief. Hey, they made the right call, so I'll give them that credit. Not not a fan, but let's peek back into Anaheim and Colorado. They still got 5.5 to go, and it's 5-1. Dude, I look away for a couple of minutes, and the score jumps by 2 or 3 goals every single time. It has been nuts. They're on commercial, so we're just watching all Ovechkin highlights. Dude, his not Ovechkin's 900th goal was stupid. What a great goal to get it. Just a quick turn and backhand that goes off a St. Louis player and into the net. Insane. Oh, Colorado's going one on, going heads up with the goalie. And a great move. Kelly just embarrassed Skinner. Oh my goodness. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody on Colorado has the speed to embarrass Skinner, but good grief. What a move. So, Connor McDavid just scored a power play goal. And okay, didn't just score it. So they scored at 11:30 and this Kelly just scored 14:38 in, but it's like, all right, 5-1, we can stop the bleeding. And then right off the face-off from the Colorado zone, Kelly goes completely untouched all the way down the center of the ice, makes a great cut, and easy backhand as Skinner is dick to the ice, just laid out. Unreal. Oh, and that was an Edmonton. That's on an Edmonton power play. So a shorthanded goal for Parker Kelly. He fakes it. What a move, dude. He comes in off the low board. I thought he went center ice, so that's on me. And I believe Pickard is actually in now. So it looks like Skinner got pulled. But he came in off the low board, started cutting towards the middle, faked the shot over the right shoulder, and just brought it back for the backhand. And it was Pickard who was just laid out and no clue what to do in that situation. What a move. Holy. I love the game of hockey. And yet, again, seeing Edmonton down 6-1 in Edmonton is like, it's like Vegas is losing and I'm okay. Like we're good, again, like watching a sunset or a sunrise. Like, okay, today started. It's beautiful. We'll be all right. Let's see. Colorado recovers a neutral. Dumped in and back to Pickard. So these guys got 3:50 to go in the second period. This is going to be a long finish to the end of this game. Oh, I can't wait. Like, I'm really waiting for Edmonton to do standard Edmonton stuff, which is kind of standard Tampa, Boston, Florida, a lot of guy stuff, which is get losing, get mad, and start doing stupid stuff. Start high sticking or slashing or charging guys late. Like, let's see it be 13-1. And Parker Kelly's got two. I actually didn't check that. Let's see. You got Kale McCarr had two in the first period. Gavin Brindley had one in the second. And then you got Drury with one in the second and Parker Kelly with two in the second. So Kale McCarr and Parker Kelly are both on Hattie Watch. Really disappointed if he doesn't. It's yeah. Nah, I get it, bro. Like I said, a lot of the folks that come in have money somewhere. Either on the team or on shots, on goals, on something. And third doesn't get early goals. Eichel's kind of not like that. Eichel scores when he gets the opportunity. Um, Lately, he has been very hesitant shooting the puck. So it needs to change, and he needs to have like 4 or 5 shots at least. Even if he does, I'm pulling for him to score. But even if he doesn't score, he needs to have 4 or 5 shots on net this period, or else there's no chance. And like I said, last I checked, he has one shot on net. So he really needs to, like, that first line really needs to pick up their game. To say, does he usually go off in the third? Again, he goes off when opportunities present himself. Hopefully, a power play happens. That'll be a little bit better opportunity for either him or Dorofeyev. But that's usually our power play is trash now, so you can't even rely on that. Like, unfortunately, the Golden Knights just aren't. Oh, hey, I appreciate that, Michael. Thank you very much. I unfortunately for Eichel getting the Golden Knights are just not playing well. You know, they've had 2 good games out of the last 6, including this one. Um, we haven't been able to establish ourselves in front of our own net. We're not able to get set in front of their net. Eichel, the score, it's going to be on a shot. It's not going to be tipped. It's unfortunate for fans that are in attendance. No, don't do. Oh, hey, dude. Unfortunately, the Golden Knights games have gotten like, why would I pay that money expensive? So that's why I actually started doing this last year. Was like, man, it's like I ain't going to the games, especially stuff like this, where I ain't going to watch you get your ass kicked by Tampa Bay. Why would I do that? Call me when Stoney gets back. Like used to get standing room for $39, and now those same tickets, they're like, lucky you, you can buy 2, and they're only $100 a piece. From the Northeast, Bruins are looking good. Are they? Rough start for you guys. Good win. Yeah, good win against Toronto tonight. I actually wanted to watch that game and I forgot that it was on. A little bit of a rough afternoon. Got a little busy, but I wanted to check that game out. Like Boston and Toronto, like Boston and Tampa or Boston and Florida, that's usually a good game. I still am surprised Marchand ended up in Florida. I will say that. We watched Florida and Boston play earlier in the year. Like, luckily, Florida is, whew, they've been, had a little bit of a rough start, too. Anyway, but yeah, actually, I got an aunt that lives out in Marblehead and potentially looking at going up and doing some work. Her boyfriend lives in Lynn and talking about going up there and doing some work for him. So may end up in the just outside the north end of Boston. Marchand got a goal tonight, right on. I that I am not. I was a Marchand fan when his first couple of years, and then I just couldn't do it anymore. And I have a lot of respect for Marchand's game, but it was a little fun, kind of rooting for, because I was rooting for Florida. I hate Edmonton, so I was rooting for Florida last year during the uh, finals. And I'll admit it was a little fun hoping Marchand did well. I won't say that too often, but that was fun. Which just on the thought of the Northeast, I got to go out to Boston when I was 18, right before college. I haven't been able to go back since, but man, want to. All right, so 2-2 with going 4-on-4 in Vancouver. I guess we'll check that game out. We still have a couple of minutes before we get back to Vegas and Anaheim. Oh, that feed's not working, so let's try this feed. Oh, I thought they were still in. Okay. So everybody's in intermission. Ducks and Knights. Go to that guy. Get this up. What are we looking at here, real quick? Cool. All right. So just waiting to get back. Like I said, talking to Michael here, we're gonna need a big change in approach because we have just looked sloppy. Again, our passes are weak, our power play is non-existent, defense slacks. Uh, the Ducks are good. Don't let me anything that I say negatively about the Knights. Don't let that take anything away from Anaheim because they just look good. They've looked good all season. Mrazek has done well. He again out of position a couple of times, but we cannot capitalize on it. We just, for whatever reason, we just can't finish. I say for whatever reason, we are doing what Vegas does, which is not being able to finish. Just whiskey dick of the goals. Don't know what to expect as we go back in. Hopefully, we can get something popping really quickly because I know Anaheim's going to score at least one more before we pull, if we pull Schmidt. So let's knock it down to a one goal difference. Try and ride that out. If not, tie it up, but try and ride it out and just stay one goal. And if we got to pull Schmitty or Schmidt, we'll take it. We'll pull them closer to 2 minute mark. I don't want to be 2 goals down, pulling them at 4 minutes. Like, let's just get it right off the bat. Staying time. Will we get in the third? Don't know hockey that much. Um, take a look at what his current ice time is, and then you can kind of judge it off of that plus an extra minute or so. Let me see. Eichel's at 13 minutes on 14 shifts. He's going about a minute 40. So I'd probably give him like 7.5 minutes, depending on if we score early or not. But I got to think our first line's going to be on the ice a lot. They're already, our first line's 2 minutes, has 2 extra minutes ahead of everybody else. So I'd 7.5 minutes or so. And yeah, hey, with not knowing hockey, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, man. Not saying I don't know anything or everything or how to explain everything, but I've got a fairly good grasp to where I could probably at least point you in the right direction. But yeah, if you bring up like NHL app or if you Google it, you go to the box score and you look at the current time on ice with the shifts. Yeah, absolutely, Michael. Yeah, you look at the time on ice and you look at the shifts and you can break it down. So with 13 minutes on 14 shifts, he's averaging a little less than a minute. And, you split it down to 6.5 minutes per period. figure he's first line. So give him an extra minute on top of that since we're losing in the third as trying to get more goals. 7.5 would be fair. Any other sports? I'll occasionally stream Miami Hurricanes football. It's been a really well. It's the last two games I didn't stream this week, but the last couple times I've streamed, Miami lost and been a little rough on me. But I try to do the UFC main events. So the numbered UFCs, I usually try to get in here with a couple of buddies and stream the fights. But otherwise, it's almost exclusively hockey. On occasion, though, like I'll do a gaming stream, or I kind of want to stream other stuff, so I'll do like movies and TV and stuff like that. Malachi Tony receiving yards today did nothing. Yeah, dude. I don't know why they started going to Marion a lot more, which good for him. He's a good receiver, but like CJ, I have to recheck. But when I was looking earlier, like Tony wasn't doing nothing, CJ Daniels wasn't doing nothing. Our running backs were running their ass off, which cool, but um, yeah, yeah, it's very disappointing. Malachi Tony is the homie, bro. That is my dude. Started the season playing Notre Dame at 17, doing the stuff he was doing. Turned 18 a couple weeks ago. Like that dude's a beast. What a career to come. Again, sucks he did nothing for you tonight. Like for me, I'm just happy that Miami won a game that they should have won. But he's usually a very safe bet. So I understand why you took him. And he threw a passing touchdown. Dude, that was so good. Beck walked in. I mean, he could have danced in. He could have went and got coffee, pulled up his car, and drove into the end zone. There wasn't anybody on that side of the field. And then the second trick play to Maui Noah, it was a bummer because I thought Beck should have been out of the game by then. But yeah, that trick play was incredible. The entire offensive line walked hand in hand with Beck into the end zone. And then on the second play, Beck throws it over to the tackle, like damn near 400-pound Maui Noah, who goes running into the end zone, calling out his blocks. Oh, that was so good, dude. I hate that we wasted those on Syracuse, but man, they were fun to watch. Yeah, Schmidt wishes he had that third goal back, but there's nothing we could do about it now. Damn, dude. Everybody started opening up on points, and Eichel just stayed stagnant. What's he got, 20 right now? All right, power play for Vegas. Doesn't mean much, but Eichel coming up the ice. I did say a power play would be a big advantage for either him or Dorofeyev. Hopefully, Eichel's the one that comes through. Hurdle dancing between sticks, gets into Dorofeyev, who shoots, and it goes up and out of play. 24 seconds gone on the power play. Apparently 25 seconds gone on the what? I'm not sure why the penalty happened as the clocks anyway, penalty clock and the game clock are off. Theodore goes back to the high wall. Back to Theodore, over to Marner, down low to Eichel. Got Hurdle and Dorofeyev across. Tries to feed Dorofeyev. It ends up in his skates. Gets it back up to Theodore. To Marner at the point. Tries to go down to Eichel. Marner goes off the stick. Lazy passing, dude. Marner keeps it in, gets it to Hurdle. Dorofeyev has it on the high wall looking. Holding down the hurdle. He tries to go skate in front and stuff it. Mrazek says no, kicks it all the way down, and 60 seconds gone on the power play. Reset Marner across the red line, leaves it back. Here comes Eichel. Across the blue line, back down to Eichel, down low, around to the low boards, hurdle. Back to Eichel. Carries it out high, circles back at on the low wall. Fed to the point. Theodore throws it towards the net, and it is stopped by Mrazek. Quick re-entry. Hurdle goes to Marner. Marner tries to feed in front to Eichel, and he can't finish. What a fucking opportunity. Okay, gotta try not to be aggressively F-bombing. It's hard for me. Puck to the low point, fed back down the hurdle. It throws it to Dorofeyev, who misses the puck. Someone might have got a stick on it. I wish he would just shoot the damn thing. Oh, a swat on a puck in the air. Hits something and goes up out of play. What a wild swing by Marner. He definitely looks pissed and good. Let the hate. Is it hate or anger? I always forget. Gotta let it fuel him. All right. All right. We're okay. Power play looks like a hot mess. Couple opportunities there, so it was better. Korzak to the point. Big shot by Hannafin. Goes off the back glass. Riley Smith up the high wall. Back to the high corner. Out and behind the net. Goes high wall, and it's fed out to the center of the blue line. Anaheim going the other way. Shot. Goes off the backboards. Rebound. Backhanded to the net. Stopped by Schmidt. But out front by Anaheim. Whiffed on the shot. Good sticks getting involved for Vegas. To the high corner behind the net. Anaheim controlling. Bad stick placement. Hannafin stuck his stick right between old boy's legs. Luckily, he didn't try to skate. Shot from the center of the point by Zellweger. Fought off by the right pad of Schmidt. Back up the low boards. Anaheim still controlling. Get it clear, Riley. And they're going to ice the puck. Nope, it was tipped. We got lucky. Just over 3 minutes gone in the third period. Anaheim resetting out of their own zone. Pass up into neutral. It's a foot race. Lazan gets a good tip on it. Looked like he might have gotten smacked in the face. We'll see about that. Yep, we got a delayed penalty. Again, doesn't mean anything, but hopefully Vegas can take advantage of this. As they now have an extra attacker and an empty net. Eichel. Reset from the blue line. Passes it up. Let's control it, guys. Eichel on the high boards. Feeds it to the middle, and it's touched up. Good God. Special tell you what, man, our special teams sure are special. I mean, they take the short bus to work and everything. 16 and a quarter left it in the third. I don't think Carlson touched the puck. If he'd have touched the puck, then that would have been a high stick. It would have just been follow through, but need something noon. Now that's about what they'll. It's funny that typo is hysterical because by about noon tomorrow they'll figure out exactly what they need. Hard shot from Dorofeyev hits Mrazek in the crest. Reset on the face-off. It's one of those things. Like, obviously, I love my Golden Knights, but man, I just went through a decade and a half of the Miami Hurricanes being an embarrassment. And I was diehard Miami Hurricane. Still am. I still watch every game I can. But God bless and I'm finally like, man, I have some hope this year. And then they go and do what they do against Louisville and against Ole Miss or MSC, whoever it was. score! Yes! I just needed a distraction. I just needed a distraction. If I'm not looking, then they do good. Winning the face-off and Pavel Dorofeyev burying a shot. Welcome back, Skorofeyev. And that's a power play goal, too. Wait, I gotta get it ready. Hang on. For your Golden Knights with his 10th of the season and a power play goal, number 16, Pavel Dorofeyev, with an assist from number 9, Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel next to tie it. I love it. I love the call, Michael. Let's go, bro. Told you, let's get one quick. And Anaheim gifted us a power play that we finally took advantage of. So we got one quick. Now we need to, if not tie it up, we need to maintain one goal. That is going to be the most important thing is even if we don't get on the board, hopefully we can late, but we got to keep them off the board. Everybody's just light tapping the stick. Let's get aggressive, man. We get aggressive, they start getting a little loose with their sticks. Puck out into neutral from the Vegas zone. Shot right back in by Anaheim. Schmidt into the low corner. Sets up Dorofeyev to take it out of the zone. He passes it up ahead to Hurdle, but it's out of his reach. No icing. Cleared by Anaheim. Lazon back on defense, but it's turned over at the Anaheim blue line. Hurdle makes a great move. Backhand stop by Mrazek. What a move, cutting to the corner by Tomas Hurdle. And he gets stuffed. Okay, give me a second, guys, while they reset. All right. Just under 6 minutes gone in the third. Shots are 22 apiece. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shots on net. Guys in front of the net, pucks to the net, and we're golden. Actually, puck right in front of Mrazek. Vegas can't get it towards the net. It comes up to the point. Hanifin skating it in, going right in front of the net. A loose puck, and Vegas again just couldn't get a stick on it. Oh, Hanifin should get called for a trip right there. And I don't think he did, though. Anaheim behind the Vegas net. Here, we're about to see some wild shit. We may end up getting our ass kicked, but we should be getting ready to see some wild hockey on both sides of the ice. both sides, it appears, are have one focus on mind: pucks to the net. Korzak recycles from behind his own net, puck up into the Anaheim zone. Fed back to Sissons. He's trying to get it towards the net. It heads up on a stick of Reinhardt, who carries it out to Kolasar. He goes across the blue line. McNabb, the Theodore shot, swallowed up by Mrazek. 12:56 to go in the third. Good to hey, shout out, man. If you're an Anaheim fan, he looks good tonight. It's hard to argue. I will say Carlson's goal looked better, though. Okay, see, I had you. Come on, man. You had a chance to come in here and say your thing, but if you're just going to spam, then there's no point, bud. I got no problem with coming in here and saying whatever, but you're not going to come in and just spam. That's the one thing that is just too annoying for me to deal with. Gutier, I think that's right, Gutier. Dude, look, he's got 2 goals on the night. He's on a Hattie watch. You got to respect it. Oh, dude, Michael, like the first time, I don't want to missay his name because it sounds super yeah, because I was called him Sugar one time. Sugar Hill Sleep. The first time he came in here, he called me an egghead. It was like, bro, we were watching Winnipeg and, I don't even remember who the other team was. Was it the Sharks, Winnipeg, and San Jose? I think it was Winnipeg, San Jose, and he came in talking shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not even a San Jose fan. Good dude, though. I appreciate like good conversations with him. We were talking about Celebrini and Shifley for Team Canada. Like, who would you pick? And after last night, after watching Winnipeg and San Jose, I'm going Celebrini. Cy Young race. He's got 10 goals and an assist. It's the Golden Knights needed that goal, but Dorofeyev needed that goal. His confidence hasn't looked shot because he's still throwing pucks towards the net. But after not scoring for a couple games and then missing that wide open son bitch, he had to be disappointed. So for him to get that, that's an immediate like, okay, you're doing the right thing. Keep getting pucks to the net. Through neutral, Anaheim gets into the Vegas zone, but it is icing. 12:39 to go in the third. Shots are 25-23 Vegas. So just come. I hate these games, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I love these games. It's, of course, amazing because this is good hockey. This is exactly what I want to see. However, I would rather see, I said it before, when the Golden Knights play, a good game is 7-0 Golden Knights. Any other team playing any other team, I am more than happy to watch 1-goal games. But I got too much of an emotional hedge on my boys pulling this one out. Always hedge on your boys pulling out. And I'm trying to get it clear. They're going to take the high road out. And is that Korzak? Nope, Whitey settles. Loses it right in the middle of the ice. Anaheim in. They go off the back boards, off the back of the net. Try to feed it up front. They do. And Schmid with 2 great saves up close. Real good right pad extension to prevent the follow up. Very dangerous opportunity for the Anaheim Ducks. to come back into the Vegas zone. Barbashev finally drops the shoulder on somebody and stops him at the blue line. I've only been waiting for that every game since forever because Barbie, a lot of respect, he's getting older. He probably can't do the same shit he used to, but man, he joined us. I love Barbashev right away because he came, his first game, he put two dudes in the air. Like, he hit them and they stuck to the glass for a minute, not the boards. They launched into the glass, and a couple of my favorite hits I've seen in hockey. And slowly that has completely disappeared out of Barbashev's game. That's like your McNabb's hip check. McNabb's hip is like renowned, but you're lucky to see it twice a year these days. Vegas working their way through neutral. Sod passes it up. Eichel back to Sod. They don't connect. Puck into the corner. And Anaheim's going to get it clear. Into the high corner. Up the high boards. And Anaheim trying to work the puck up to the point. Vegas ends up with it. And Vegas gets out. But Theodore misses it. Give away Shea Theodore. Well, at least he made a good pass to Howden that time. Vegas goes for a change as the comb comes in and gets it out for Anaheim. But, okay, no icing. Lazan resets behind Schmidt. Pass all the way up to the red line, tipped in onto Mrazek. Sets it off, and that puck ends up in the Anaheim bench. Good old Shea Theodore. Ooh. Ooh, 7-1 Colorado. Ooh. We got to go look. This is the moment that usually makes me think of The Simpsons. When Homer becomes Krusty and he's at the Krusty Burger doing the appearance, and the Krusty Burglar comes in, and Homer just starts beating the ever-loving shit out of him, and the kid's screaming, "Stop! Stop! He's already dead!" Except for the fact that I'm sitting here like, no, let him go. Let's see what happens. I think Edmonton can get out of this one. Let's. On the power play, Oilers working their way out of their own zone across the red line into Colorado territory. And offside. Impressive. It's looking like Wedgwood is having skate issues. I don't know if it's just the shit ice keeps building up on his blades. That ice looks rough. Thanks, Duck. Well, into that Blockbuster, bro. I sure as shit hope not. Yeah, they probably will, but I mean, we still got almost 10 minutes of hockey. Vegas has been getting on the attack. Probability is definitely in favor of the Ducks, but yeah, I definitely hope the Knights pull through. Again, if we would have started shooting the puck in the first period instead of waiting for the third period, we'd have a much better chance. But puck into the high corner, Sissons trying to send it down low to Kolasar, but no go. Ducks heading out into neutral. Toss down, sent around. See, the Ducks are hitting. They're even leaving their feet when they hit. Fed up ahead by Howden and Kolasar. Fumbled between some Ducks skates, and Anaheim turns around, clears it back into neutral. Vegas will get a chance to reset with the first line on the ice. Sod up to Lazon, out of his reach, and that's going to be an icing. Great way to start the first line. Complete reset, and we ice it. No reason. No reason. Dude, let this be a sign or a lesson for all teams. When you play the Golden Knights, just hit us. Seriously. I mean, there's a couple of teams that might struggle because if they don't have the speed on their side, the recovery after the hit is, problems could develop. But, dude, just hit us. We're not going to hit back. You're going to separate us from the puck because we don't want to get hit. You're going to force all kinds of stupid passes and unforced errors. 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Good stick by McNabb on the pass across. Just the tip. But he's able to save the day. Dude, Hurdle blasting through people. Doesn't keep the puck, though. Anaheim will reset behind their own net. Coming out into neutral. To the red line. Dumped in. Chased into the low corner. Fed out front. Good Vegas stick. We got a break. Marner, if he's fast enough, shot. Good glove save by Mrazek. He had to take that shot from way on top of the circles because he did not have the jump heading back the other way against the Anaheim D-man. Marner down behind the net, trying to send it around to the high corner. Going back out front is Eichel on net, but easy save for Mrazek. Kept in. Barbashev over to Marner. Eichel looking. Marner leaves it for Hannafin. Hannafin cutting in tight. He goes up front, and the loose puck gets swatted away. Good pad save by Mrazek. Okay. You can't fault Anaheim for playing as good as they are, man. Like I said, Vegas looks like trash, but I don't say that to take anything away from the Ducks. Mrazek has looked very good tonight. He has also, like, Riley Smith's shot at the wide open goal wouldn't have gone in if he wasn't standing there. Yet Dorofeyev missed a wide open net. Like, we've had a couple of opportunities where he was not in position and we couldn't do anything about it. Or we didn't do anything about it. So it's one of those, like, Vegas looks like trash while Anaheim looks good. And it's which accentuates how bad Vegas looks and how good Anaheim looks. And really, Vegas has a couple of moments to hang their hat on, but it's a little sloppy. So it's been sloppy. Of course, like I said, I don't know why they decided to wait. Let's see shots for each period. 7, 8, 12 with 7 minutes to go. I don't know why we decide that we're going to wait till we're losing or we're going to wait till the end of the game to start getting pucks on net. But it has happened time after time. And it's one of those where the guys are always looking for that extra pass. And then when it gets to the third period, they're like, well, we better shoot. .702 to go in the third. Shots at 27-24 Vegas. Winning the faceoff. Sissons gets it up ahead, loses it, and it's going to be offside. Nobody touched it. Why that wasn't a delayed offsides, I don't know. Nobody touched it. Anyway, how bad is the whooping in Colorado? 8-1. Actually, it's the whooping in Edmonton. Dude, every time I check the Blue Jackets and the Canucks, they're going goal for goal. 5:28, 6:46, 13:02, and 19:03 in the first period, and then the third 3.5 minutes apart. All right, puck all the way back in the Vegas zone with 6:40 on the clock. Trying to work it up ahead, and we can't get it clear. Finally, they do. Anaheim resets behind their own blue line. Passed up ahead, and right back out. White Cloud stormed up the middle of the ice. Try. Guys, can we make. Okay. All right, now let's pretend we're a team that knows how to catch a pass. And then let's pretend at the same time we're a team that knows how to make a pass. Theodore, high to McNabb, back to Theodore, misses the puck, and it's turned over at the blue line, 3-on-2 the other way. If Anaheim hurries, bad pass sends the puck around the back of the net and out of their reach. Good for Anaheim. Resetting behind Mrazek up the low boards. Eichel ends up with the puck on his stick, skating up and shooting his Barbashev, and it is saved by Mrazek. Oh, man. You know that old saying, you make a better door than a window? Mrazek, again, he looks good, but our shots are literally going right here. He doesn't have to do anything. All he has to do is make sure that he doesn't drop the puck after it hits him right there. We got to start going corners. We got to start making, if we're going to hit him from an angle, if we're going to come down below a dot and try and shoot from the bottom of a circle, then keep it down low. But even then, you're not shooting for his chest. Aim for the pads to get the rebound redirected out towards the middle. But even from there, that's when we go chest and glove, and we're missing the net because we have a 7-inch gap to shoot at. And then when we're coming at him from the front, instead of trying to bust corners, we're going right at the crest. I mean, we're getting pucks to the net, which is awesome. But again, if we have 30 shots and 12 decent opportunities, that's not good. And that's coming off of what? Not. I'm happy we're getting more shots. Again, 30 shots is where we should be at least every game. I gotta let the scoreboard come up. Give me 1 sec. I want to say it's 6 and change, but they're showing the standings right now. Any minute now, they're going to bring up that scoreboard so I can tell you the answer to that. Yep, they sure are. Any moment here. They've had the camera on the coach this whole time. 5:30. Holy shit. 5.5 to go in the third. Face off won by Anaheim in their zone. Doesn't clear. Big shot by Eichel. Again goes into the crest of Mrazek. Ooh, Vancouver just scored 4-3, leading Columbus at home. I totally forgot about the Panthers and the Sharks. The Sharks are winning 2-1 over Florida in San Jose. And Colorado with the most beautiful thing I've seen in weeks, winning 8-1 over Edmonton. Another shot on net stopped by Mrazek. Another shot stopped by the glove of Mrazek. At least we're getting them to the net. Again, I love what has been happening in this third period. Why has it not been happening since the first? Why do we have, again, 15 shots in the first and second periods, and now we have 15 shots here? Do you bet money on hockey? Very rarely, brother. I just don't bet very much. Like, I used to be a gambler, and I'm better off not. So it's very, very rare. Great job keeping it in. Barbashev trying to get it out front shot. Let's go. Let's go, baby. It wasn't Eichel, Michael B, but this potentially extends the opportunity for it to be. Eichel fed down to Barbashev off the high baseline, goes out front, and Caden Korzak finally shows he has some fucking worth and sends one home. Once they update the score, we will. Ooh, puck goes right back down to Anaheim off the face-off following the goal. What an opportunity that was for a quick back-to-back. For your Golden Knights. With his second of the season, number 6, Caden Korzak. With an assist from number 49, Ivan Barbashev. And a secondary assist from number 93, Mitch Marner. Ayo. Oh, what's up, Flames? Ayo. When it comes to the Golden Knights, I don't even talk about who to bet on. I don't want any part of that. I appreciate you coming in and asking, but when it comes to my team, I don't even discuss money. I'll pull for whoever you're betting for, but I don't solicit financial I don't give financial advice when I have an emotional hedge. But yeah, what's up, Flames? How you doing, buddy? Go Knights, go Panthers. Panthers need to get their shit together. 5 on Ducks to win. To win 14. All right. Hey, you know what? Blockbuster, you come in here, you announce you kind of going around stabbing people in the heart. But hey, it's, I won't be mad. Nah, hey, that's not a bad bet, especially earlier. It wasn't a bad bet because Vegas was looking trash. All of a sudden, they decided to start throwing pucks at the net. So both games back and forth, Florida down 1, San Jose. Yeah, I just checked that 2-1. I don't know if you saw the most beautiful sight to happen in hockey in a while. But last I checked, Colorado is up on Edmonton 8-1. And that's just neat. Barbashev going one-on-one the other way, trying to make a couple of moves. Good defensive play. Getting a little held there, but we'll forget about it. Trying to center the puck. Eichel on the wall, getting the Barbashev. Good pad save by Mrazek. Hey, Vajesus, what's up, brother? Happy Saturday, my man. Eichel trying to reset as a good slide prevented his shot. Get it down low, shot, and stopped, but not covered as Barbashev took a whack. And Mrazek's helmet comes off. It's going great, buddy. It's going. It's better now. Give me 1 sec. All right, my bad. But yeah, happy Saturday, buddy. No, it's going better now that uh Vegas tied it up. Hopefully it maintains and only gets better from here. Uh I'm a happy man. Colorado is beating the living hell out of Edmonton. Who doesn't love that? And then checking in, I got to check in on Florida. But since I'm a couple of seconds behind the game, I don't want to have the Vegas score up. Passed out for hey, honestly, bro, winning the taking the five to sacrifice the four might not have been a bad decision on that one. But hey, man, hey, you're still in it. As of right now, you're still in it. I'm going to let you know right now, I am rooting against you as hard as I possibly can. But it'll be, if we end up losing, then you winning some money would be worth it. On Vegas Web, no, Brats. Yeah, good, good, good. Smokers Bomber, it's cool. And hey, welcome to my life. Oh, just wide as a loose puck on the ice goes through the crease. Down low, Barbashev just gets his stick ripped out of his hand. What the hell was that? Dude, the ref just interfered with Eichel. Are we joking right now? Yeah, fuck you getting a call. Barbashev just got his stick ripped out of his hand and there was no call. I don't even feel bad. So, dude, I can't wait for Stoney. That was cool what the Ducks did for their fans. First game with the dust mask. Oh, yeah. Dude, those masks were sick. I was incredibly envious because that is one of how the Knights haven't done a Knights helmet. Like, they have to do a Knights helmet now. They have no excuse. If the Ducks can rock those sick ass duck masks, they have to. Minute 10, Blockbuster. All right, I think it's looking like the puck hit somebody on the Anaheim bench, so it's going to be face off on the high dot just outside of the Anaheim zone. Overtime. Oh, it's looking like it, man. I hope not, Vegas. Let's go. Pull it together. Pull it together. Let's go. Look over to McNabb after winning the face-off. Theodore takes it back right up the gut, looking to shoot, and goes into the high corner off a stick. That man cannot get the puck more than 4 feet in front of him. Backhand by Dorofeyev goes up and out of play. Come on, Barbershop. Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'd love to see it. 50 seconds left on the clock to the preseason game when they played the Kings on a Tuesday. They gave out night posters and really cool Golden Knights hat. Right on. Yeah, we've got bobbleheads and towels and like all kinds of stuff from the games, which um, I definitely dig. But we need a Knights helmet. It's cool, but I want a golden hat. Yeah, those dude. Vegas does do certain things really right. That's the other thing. I got like a Hannafin pin. Like I say, we got a couple of bobbleheads, got some posters. They do it pretty good. Let's go again 3-1. That's rough. I don't like San Jose. Those fans get a whole lot of nothing but hopes and dreams. Yeah, and they're pretty shitty dreams. It's not even like nightmare style dreams. It's like you have to build an IKEA shelf while your ex screams at you in a foreign language. Oh, Vegas controlling 1 second left, and it's not fast enough. We're going into overtime. I forgot we only had a couple of seconds left. I'm saying I'm too busy making jokes instead of watching the fucking overtime or watching the last couple seconds of a tied game. All right, at least I can check the other scores real quick. Oh, I want this to be seen, and it's yeah. Oh, come on, fix the zoom. Come on. It's shitty. Okay, I tried 9-1 Colorado. Yeah, it doesn't really look good, but then okay. So San Jose and Florida and 3-1 with the empty netter. We are going to overtime, and there is still 3.5 minutes left in the 9-1 Colorado whooping. Best once a year, casinos, everything. I try to get to a game. That's awesome, man. No, Flames, that's awesome. That's actually one of the big things I recommend is people, even if you're not a hockey fan, go check out a Knights game, at least for a period or two. Um, in my opinion, it's worth. I mean, obviously, I'm a diehard fan. I'm a big hockey fan, but it's more worth, especially if you get cheap tickets. If you get like $60 tickets, it's more worth going to that than most of the shows on the strip or most of the concerts on the strip. And one little trick, I don't know if you're a drinker at all, but at New York, which is the building on the south side, that's the casino. Everybody knows New York, if you've been to Vegas. Never mind. I don't need to describe it to you. But in their like gift shops, you can buy two tall boys and get a free shot of liquor for like, I think they're up to like $20 now. It used to be like 16, but it's one, if you're not gaming, it's the better place to pregame because I mean, even if you are gaming, dude, instead of throwing 20 in the machine, just do that and go chill out in T-Mobile Plaza. You'll save some money. Let's stay away from now. But it came to Vegas, Tim. You go on Knights game, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, 3-on-3 overtime. Anaheim wins the opening faceoff. Eichel, great poke check, but it ends up sending the puck to an Anaheim stick. Great job causing panic. Just couldn't separate. Jumped pass by Marner. 3-on-2 the other way. Eichel has it. He resets at the point, sends it all the way across. It gets to Hannafin, pass to Marner. And a good stick by Anaheim knocks it away. Eichel with good defense to force an errant shot. And it looks like Eichel's stick's broken. But why is he taking his sweet ass time getting off the ice? That's one thing Eichel has had a problem with for a long time. Is something happens and he mopes instead of getting his ass to where he's got to be. Grand jackpot on a lightning machine tiki fighter. Nice. 2 cent, $1 paid out for 16 grand. Damn. Attaboy. Vegas in. And another good set of Anaheim sticks to break up the setup between Riley Smith and Brett Howden. Anaheim coming back through neutral. Dude, that's awesome. That's a hell of a win. I've never hit a grand. Played a lot of slots. I've won big on Keno, but I've never hit a grand. Barbashev solo going in all the way, and it is stopped by Mrazek. Barbashev, come on, buddy. You're better than that. That was in September? Nice. Okay. Yeah, I watch a couple of the gambling streams. Obviously, like Vegas Matt's he does stuff at casinos that aren't far from me. So like I watch him. Hey, Don Turtle. Let's go. Big shot stopped by Mrazek again. Dude, Mrazek is playing great, but it's go Knights go from here, baby. Big shot again stopped by Mrazek. Dorofeyev circling. Top of the low circle. He's going to take some time to look for a setup. Gets it down to Hannafin. Back to Dorofeyev. Circling back. Hannafin over to Marner. I wish he would have shot that puck. Marner was not ready for the pass, and it's turned over to Anaheim. Was that the Bellagio? Nice. Yeah, I've never had a lot of luck on any of the strip casinos. And I've always, being a local, I always go to local spots. But I was mostly, like, I would do casino stuff from time to time. I was mostly a bar guy. That way I don't have to drive. All right, shot by Eichel, saved by Mrazek, sent up and out of play. But yeah, I'm typically a go to the bar and throw however much in and play Keno and poker. That's where I've always had my wins. Couple big wins at casinos, mostly on poker. Play a lot of slots, never hit a grand. Yeah, me neither. You stayed at the Aria, dude. That's a nice trip, man. Dude, staying at the Aria, gaming at the Bellagio, enjoying the Golden Knights, all right there on the same side of the strip. Just that sounds like a good time, man. That sounds like a good September trip, brother. Fuck, getting chased down by Eichel. Yeah, I got lucky. The house hit all the balls. Dude, that's the one. I do. Ooh, a pass from Eichel to Sod gets cut off by Mrazek, and we're headed back the other way. If we go to shootout, we're in trouble. Good stick, Theodore. But Anaheim's going to kick it all the way back and reset. Shot by Anaheim. Thank goodness it was stopped. I thought it made it. I thought he made it through. Now I'm trying to do something real quick while they have a stoppage. Give me 1 sec here. Do that, and we are good. Sorry about that. We got a shootout. Bro, don't you be bringing that bad juju in here. Golden Knights, go Knights, go. Vegas more and all that good stuff. Another week pass. Dude, we're just not putting any energy behind our passes. Hannafin across the red line, entering the Anaheim zone, going up the high dot, circles, tried to center it, but of course nobody was attacking with him. Everybody bailed out, dude. Nobody attacks the front of the net. That's one of Golden Knight's biggest problems. Hurdle, attacking, trying to circle around. He goes wide as he gets tripped by Mrazek. But now Mrazek has no stick. We need to keep it in and we need to control. Don't let him pick up the wood. Oh, I think we're going to shootout, brother. Unless they do it right here. All the way around behind the back of the net, out to the front. Shot from the high dot, and Schmidt is able to stop it. But I would love to see Eichel bury a shot right now. I would love to see Dorofeyev back up his earlier goal. But I do believe we are going to overtime, and I do not like the odds of Vegas in overtime. Or sorry, not overtime, shootout. Face off to the left of Schmid. We got Eichel, Howden, and Theodore on the ice. 43 seconds to go. Theodore works up the low boards and he turns it over. He had the help. No reason to hurry right there, and he turns it over. And right through the 5-hole, Anaheim scores with 31 and a half seconds left. There he goes. Give away Shea Theodore. That dude needs to get the hell away. The problem is, yeah, you won your $14. Yeah, you bastard. You won, buddy. You won. Dude, unbelievable. Good all reliable giveaway Shea Theodore. The dude is a trash can that we are paying way too much money. And the reason I complain about the money we pay him is because nobody wants him for the money we're giving him. But Shea Theodore has been directly involved in giveaways that resulted in the other team scoring for like 4 games in a row. Do I stream on Kick or Twitch? No, brother, I'm here. Dude, with all the shit Twitch is going through, fuck no. And since I'm not trying to pimp myself out for gambling, I won't do Kick. Not to go at anybody who views the stuff, but who views either site, but that's just not for me, man. Let's go, Ducks. Hey, you know what, Christopher? We'll see you again. We'll see you guys again. You guys have gone through like a decade of eating shit. So you guys deserve to have this season to just pop off. 100%. Trash, but Vegas too much investment. Exactly, Flames. Exactly. Nobody's going to want them for the price. I got you, Christopher, bro. I got you. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. I definitely know how it goes. Oh, I never updated this. Let me get the score right. We gotta sit here and wallow in the shame a little bit. But no, hey, dude, Ducks look fantastic, bro. What do you think about the Leafs World Series baseball game? So, the Leafs, I am a fan of a lot of the players. It's always losing game seven. Yeah, no. Um, for the Maple Leafs, I'm a fan of a lot of the players. I like watching them play. Typically, like I'm bummed I missed the Boston game today. I forgot they were playing because I would have really liked to watch that. I enjoy watching Boston, Toronto, Tampa, Toronto, Florida, Toronto. Um, like I like watching the physical teams go at each other. The Leafs have been a little soft this year. I've been disappointed. I watched two games. I think I've streamed two games. Both games I've been disappointed in their physicality. So the Leafs are starting to slip away from my attention a little bit. As for World Series and baseball, I am in no way a baseball fan. Used to play baseball, but I cannot like baseball, football, and basketball. I cannot stand. That's why I'll occasionally watch Hurricanes play football because I've been a diehard Hurricane fan. Like I was going to games in the Orange Bowl when I was 2, so I'm diehard Miami Hurricanes fan. I'll always have love for them and want to watch them, but otherwise, I just can't take it, man. I cannot watch. Hockey's the only sport I can watch. We're in pretty soft. We miss Marner too. Dan, I get it. Marner has been a gift, and we greatly appreciate your gift. Like, I love Nick Wall, but he was an easy trade because he doesn't produce. He's a worker. He'll fight you on the boards all day long, but he's not a goal scorer. And Marner, we need to get, he needs to bury some pucks. Like, he's been great for producing plays and leading to assists or getting assists, but we need him burying some pucks a little bit. We need him shooting more. But yeah, unfortunately Toronto's been soft this year. Winnipeg was soft as shit against San Jose the other day, which was disappointing to see. After one of my favorite series from last year, watching Winnipeg and St. Louis beat the hell out of each other. Florida's just been kind of a disappointment. They've been a little bit tough to watch, losing 3-1 to San Jose tonight. Yeah, the teams have been a little bit off, man. Blue Jays really let the Dodgers win. Yeah, Blue Jays should have won. Ball got stuck. They didn't count the 3 home runs. See, that's one of those things where if you look letter of the law, the argument can go from either side all day. And I would give an opinion, but again, I just don't. It's so hard for me to really dive into a breakdown when I cannot care about baseball. I mean, the Dodgers paid over $1 billion for 3 pitchers. Of course they fucking won. Was not much. Going to see a good playoff guy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to miss playoffs this year. The only reason I would be, Dan, is because other teams have gotten so much better. I got to look at you. I can't remember who's in the division, but there's a lot of East Coast and Midwest teams. Like Detroit looks incredible. Boston's playing weird. The Islanders and the Rangers are playing kind of weird, but Islanders are okay. A lot of guys down low that are doing weird, like winning a bunch of games and losing a bunch of games. It's been an odd start. Once we get closer to like 40, once we get to halfway, once we get to 40 games played, we'll be a lot easier to kind of get a feel for how everybody's looking. But yeah, Waugh is a dog. He will fight. He goes into the boards hard. He goes into the corners hard. He has a great stick, and he will produce chances for opportunities. He just doesn't really produce opportunities. Blue Jays in game 7 celebrate way too early and let the devil. Hey, we're improved teams this year so far. It's been incredible watching the different teams. Blue Jays only chance, but that better than the Yankees. Dude, the Blue Jays should have won, but it's just one of those things. Like I said, the ball getting stuck. If you look at letter of the law, it doesn't matter if it is impossible to remove or if it's actually stuck. It's if it hits and stops and stays. For me, that's what I understand about the rule. And I mean, I played baseball for many years, but I haven't played in many years. So as far as I know, it doesn't matter if it's stuck and cannot be pulled out. If the ball goes under and it stays, and I mean, I'm on the side of that's a bullshit rule. You got to change it. But if that's what the letter of the law is, then that's what it is. You know what I mean? Bet 5 on Leafs to win tomorrow. Win 11. Give me a second to see who they're playing, Block. Actually, I have the schedule up. I got to pick out a game for tomorrow. Still have a couple guys that we get Matthew back in December. Yeah. Florida's like us. Chuck out, Stoney out. You know, like you really learn who the MVPs are when you start looking, when you see early who's doing what with injuries. You know what I mean? So, all right, so let's think about this. We got the Blackhawks and the Red Wings at 10. The Red Wings should absolutely curb stomp the Blackhawks. So I don't think that's going to be worth watching. But at 11, we got the Kings and the Penguins in Pittsburgh early, 11 o'clock. So, but at 4, we got the Hurricanes and the Maple Leafs in Toronto. Speaking about the Leafs, Carolina is going to be a good test to see just how soft the Leafs are playing because Colorado came at us hard, and we're a soft team. And Toronto is not when they want to be tough, they're tough. So we'll see how that might be the one we go with tomorrow. Been playing great lately. Yes, but the Red Wings should physically destroy them. It's yes, you're right. Lately they have been playing much better than they started, but it's the size, it's the physicality. Right. But Chicago's going to get punched in the mouth against Detroit. Detroit's just playing at a very, very physical level, and Chicago is not going to be able to maintain. Streams tomorrow. Tune in. Hey, keep an eye out, Blockbuster, because I think that might be the one. Ooh. So keep an eye out because Winnipeg and Anaheim play tomorrow, and that's also going to be a fantastic game. Ooh, Kings, Christopher, I like you already. I'll give you liking the Ducks, but as long as you hate the Kings, we can at least be friends. But yeah, there's actually a couple of good games tomorrow. So the Jets and the Ducks should be really good. That's at 7. Kraken and the Stars. Seattle and Dallas might actually be a pretty good game. Mammoth and the Senators might be good. Is that Hurricanes and the Leafs, Kings and the Pens? And then the Hawks versus the Red Wings. Ducks versus Jets. Dude, I might do a doubleheader. We'll see what happens. Hawks just finishing Western Tour. Yeah, they can be tired too. Yeah. No, that like I said, in a different situation, I may watch that one. Like I'll wake up and I'll throw it on the second monitor and just kind of kick back and have it on. But that one's gonna be rough to be entertaining. I just feel like Detroit's gonna kick the shit out of Chicago. Now Chicago's they got a couple on their guys that that ain't no bitch. So it'll be interesting. The fights against I think it was them in Calgary the other night. They had like 3 in the first couple periods. But maybe we'll do a doubleheader. Maybe we'll do Hurricanes, Maple Leafs, and then follow it up with Winnipeg and Anaheim. We haven't done that yet. I don't think we've done a doubleheader this season yet. Take Dallas and Pittsburgh at home for a bet. See, Dallas getting whooped 7-5 at home by Anaheim makes me think I probably wouldn't bet that one. What I would do, I would bet the Wild over the Flames. They're playing in Minnesota, and I would bet the Detroit over the Blackhawks. They're playing in Detroit, and then probably take Avalanche over Vancouver and Vancouver. Just do a 3-teamer and call it good. Not too worried. Just a straight win. Like I'm not worried about over under anything like that. Over-unders this year are going to be a motherfucker. Like, I don't know who's handicapping them, but they're going to be wild because people who have no business scoring are scoring out of their damn mind. Like team wise, it's been something to watch lately. Like it's been some good hockey, man. This has been different so far. Got used to teams doing the same things and having the same kind of consistency over the last couple of years, and we're finally getting some changes. A lot of those first round draft picks and those trades are starting to look good. What do you think of San Jose coming up in the points? I could see them doing well till about game 50 and then struggling. They are they have been through a very similar rebuilding that Anaheim went through ever since DeBoer left. So I think they're getting a lot closer to the guys they want in the system they want, but I don't think they have it dialed in yet. So I think they'll probably, they'll hang around, they'll be competitive until we get to about game 50. And then, I mean, similar to us, if we keep getting overtimes, we're going to struggle to make playoffs. But yeah, as we get to the second half or like the final third of the season, I think San Jose is just, I think they're going to be tired. I think they mesh really well, but it's still, like I said, it's still different guys in a new system. So I don't know. It's hard to say that, to be fair, as well, just because we got to see how well guys are bought into the system. But you think Ducks Knights Kraken? You know what? I take that, man. I don't want first seed. Like, I don't want first. Too much pressure to maintain it. So I'm down with that, dude. Ducks lead the division all day. Have the Kraken following up the Knights. Kraken will have to finish. That's, I mean, speaking about getting to game 50, game 60, the Kraken will have to finish. That'll be an interesting test to see how they do. Because they're another team that just kind of starts fading at the end. But it'll be interesting to find out. I said, we're still early. We're still very early. So we got a lot of games. We'll start diving in. That was game 14 for us. Once Vegas gets to about game 28, game 30, that's when I'll really start diving into these. Or last year, starting about still a lot of hockey. Absolutely. Mel, please let the Kraken win tomorrow, please. Mel, what kind of crack were your boys smoking tonight against Edmonton? Because coming out 9-1, are you kidding me? Like what on earth was that about? I gotta go and I actually want to go and look at that again. Just because, I mean, how beautiful of a sight is that? Is that to see? Or is it 9-1? Beautiful. As win the cup this year after being Knights Conference Final. Dan, if you're gonna come in here and swear at me, then we're gonna have another conversation. I can't. You know what, dude? Getting beat by the Avs that's something I can accept because you guys are just too damn fast. Everybody on the damn team is so fast. And the only way, well, I won't say the only way, but the most efficient way to stop them is to hit the living hell out of everybody. And if it comes to the Avs and the Knights, Avs are taking it because the Knights refuse to get physical with teams. Like I said, it's Pete DeBoer came in from San Jose, went up to each one of the Golden Knights and said, all right, fight on to something, and snip their nuts right off. Tired. Stress of wanting to three-peat. Putting too much pressure on themselves. Kachuk being out. The ass kicking they received from Tampa Bay on the last preseason game. Pretty much all of that. Have a minimum speed requirement to play your Colorado. No kidding, and it's insane. Not Timmy glad not bet anymore. Would have lost money. Hey, attaboy, Vegeta's attaboy. See you next time, brother. Plan on doing a doubleheader tomorrow. We'll see how it works out. I might just maybe the early game I'll come in a little bit late and then we'll hang out for Winnipeg Anaheim. But I do want to watch Carolina and Toronto tomorrow. So keep an eye out. 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That's the plan. Night, Jesus. Have a good night, brother. But hey, actually, guys, I need to get some food in me before I head out to the gym. So I am gonna bolt. Everybody, thanks for coming in. This is awesome. This has been the most active chat I've had yet. This has been a lot of fun, man. Go Kraken. Hey, pop in. Let me know how they do, brother. Night, some morning. Hey, Dan, I appreciate you dropping in, buddy. And hey, and we appreciate Marner. We'll see you guys again. We'll see how Toronto does. Again, I plan on being around tomorrow, so we'll check in. Go Leafs, buddy. Hey, over Carolina, I'll take the Leafs any day of the week. But hey, Flames, Dan, Melvin, Jesus, Christopher, everybody, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. Like I said, this has been the busiest stream I've had so far. Most chats, and it has been by far the most fun. I appreciate y'all coming in and giving me some company while we watch my boys taste the bitter taste of defeat in the last 30 seconds of overtime. But hanging out makes it worth it. You know what I mean? Like, greatly appreciate you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Golden Knights. Anybody specific for the Golden Knights? We do not play till Monday, and that's at 7 o'clock. So Monday, late game. Tomorrow, shooting for a doubleheader. The very least, we'll be here at 7, but keep an eye out for that 4 o'clock stream. Good night, everybody. God bless. Take care.